There's crazy rumors going on in the streets.
About what?
And I feel like people are scared to report on this. It's starting to really trickle out.
Don't go there.
Pooh, Shiesty, and Gucci Mane.
Oh yeah, he signed Pooh Shiesty before
Yes.
5-6 years ago.
Okay. Now, I don't want to tell you what I'm about to tell you, but I've had multiple Memphis insiders tap in with me, not Stan G.
You ain't had no multiple can go man.
I have. And I don't need that either because a lot of other people have been tapping in about it. But the story that's going around that everybody's scared to report on, and this is just a rumor, is that basically Pooh Shiesty and Choppa Gang ran down on Gucci Mane, relieved him of some of his possessions, and basically forced him to sign a contract releasing Pooh Shiesty from 1017, the label.
Okay, well, here's the thing on that, right?
That's what a lot of people are saying. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying a lot of people.
No, hold
on.
Allegedly.
I hit a couple industry insiders just to get their thoughts. Like, yo, you think this is true? They all heard the same rumor as me, and they all weren't able to confirm 100%.
I don't think.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, man. Today we're gonna react to Poetic Flacco, the real reason Pooh Shiesty had the Rolling 60s rob Gucci Mane. Let's check it out, man. Well,
beef has
bro just got out of jail and already on some bullshit.
Escalated to a point of no return. It looks like those petty games that Gucci Mane was playing with Yo Gotti has came back to bite him harsher than he could have ever imagined. Before the video even gets started, I want to put y'all onto the game out Gotti. And aggressively in my description to download the app and get started. A couple of years ago, Gucci Mane began to aggressively pursue new artists in Memphis and sign them to get back at Yo Gotti. Initially, the plan was genius and it was working tremendously. Gucci had Pooh Shiesty and Big Scar under his roster, and those two were like the two hottest young artists in hip-hop at that time. But now when looking back, that move is backfiring against Gucci and could potentially get Gucci hurt really badly. The Yo Gotti and Gucci Mane beef that led Gucci Mane to start signing these Memphis artists actually started when Gucci Mane found out that Yo Gotti was sleeping with his girlfriend around the same time he was. And then on top of finding out that Yo Gotti was smashing Keisha around the same time Gucci began dating her, for trying to drop his album on the same day as him.
Man, the first time Gucci ever tweeted me, I was in the studio. Somebody sent it to me, and I called his phone like 6 times in a row. He answered probably like on the 6th one.
He was upset that you put your mixtape out the same day as his.
Yeah, I mean, but he didn't say my name. He just like, why would a rapper do it? But, you know, shit, when nobody shit coming out but mine on the same day. So, you know.
I thought you had beef over a chick. I thought you were smashing his chick or something.
Yeah, you guys had some
like,
issues over Keisha Dior.
Gotti starts laughing and smiling.
I'm taking you from where it started.
That nigga like, damn, I thought y'all was smashing over it. I mean, smashing. Whoa. He was like, damn, I thought y'all beefing over it, smashing, you know, his chick or something. Y'all beefing about some other shit.
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah, let him get to that.
Okay. But then you started smashing his chick, and then he got.
Then he went to jail, and you started dating Keisha.
Oh, so he eventually did. And I'm asleep.
Keisha Dior.
Nah, then it was like, to me, I still felt like he was cool because like one of my partners was with me. Like we argue all the time, and that's just what we do. Like it'll never come to Twitter or a radio interview or nothing like that. Then he got on the radio and said something. That's when it was like, okay, I don't cross that line. Like it's, you know what I mean? It'll never be like we cool no more.
Now I'm gonna go bang his girl.
I had already done that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that was your.
So you banged your partner's girl.
Damn, guy, you ain't my friend, man.
But that was your girlfriend, though, right? Wasn't that like?
Guy said, "Envy my partner." Oh, I didn't know that was your wife.
I didn't know that. Like I didn't know that. I didn't know, like, you know, like you in love and all that.
Yeah, I got you.
Come on, man. You know how the game go.
You smash my girl, I'm going to go in the market that you're currently eating in and dominate that market and make sure you don't eat.
That's
was
crazy.
Gucci Mane's plan. Because Gucci Mane took a couple of big artists from Yo Gotti. Obviously, Pooh Shiesty is the biggest artist.
That boy Gucci Mane out here playing chess, not checkers, you feel me? Oh, you smashed my girl, that's checkers. I'm about to fucking fuck with your money, boy. What you talking about? That nigga said.
In Memphis. And
crazy.
Gucci Mane took Pooh Shiesty from Yo Gotti. So that right there was a major L that Gucci Mane gave Yo Gotti.
Right.
Everything was working though. Everything was going as planned until Pooh Shiesty went to jail. And that's when things fell apart. It began to fall apart when Pooh Shiesty went to jail because when Pooh Shiesty went to jail, him and Gucci Mane's relationship took a hit after his cousin, Big Scar, who's also signed to Gucci Mane, passed away.
Yeah.
See, when Big Scar passed away, this really affected Pooh Shiesty. This was one of the closest losses that Pooh Shiesty has ever took.
Big Scar passing away, like, I could agree with me being in there and having some alone time to think. I could really agree with it, but like to this day, I still ain't really got over that. You know what I'm saying? So it's my little cousin. Like I was there, you know, every step of the way until, unfortunately, I wasn't there no more. You know, so me coming home to that, like being in there when you hear a death and you know.
But that nigga acting the strong, her, with the her. Music. You know how them boys be saying? Music.
Feel real, especially like without you being able to go to a funeral or see him like right there. So it just like, it's like a whole different world in there. So it ain't feel real, but me getting out here not being able to see him or call him or him to tell me welcome home, you know, still messing with me up for real. So I ain't really got over it yet.
Yeah.
Some things about Big Scar, like some of his characteristics, like, dude.
You can tell he really felt for Big Scar like that, for real. Okay. I really was.
Like
it was his cousin, but it was his brother,
for real, you know.
With Pooh Shiesty being locked up, he couldn't do what he really wanted to do for Big Scar because he's been locked up. He has no means to an income. He has no resources. So he was relying on Gucci Mane to show out for Big Scar and really represent for the entire label, including Pooh Shiesty. So Pooh Shiesty was really disappointed when Big Scar's family, which is also his family because they're cousins, began to call out Gucci Mane and expose Gucci Mane for not paying for the entire funeral and asking for Big Scar's chains to be returned back to him because he paid for it, even though he gave.
And I noticed too, like if y'all had watched the Diddy shit, like the Diddy documentary, bro, like they be putting their trust in like these big bosses, but them niggas, I heard like ending with the Biggie funeral, Diddy like made his royalty, you know, he used his royalties to pay for that shit. Like Biggie was, you know, Biggie was in a bad contract too, and Biggie basically paid for his own funeral. Diddy didn't even help or nothing like that. So they be trusting these big bosses, but them niggas really don't be giving a fuck for real.
Change the Big
like
Scar.
if you locked up or ain't got no money or nothing like that, you know.
Up out of here. My brother just passed away, ho. He deserved way more than what Gucci put in. You talking about some flowers and 10K. He ain't pay for no funeral. He put towards the funeral, but he ain't pay for it. He said that he was
that
pay
nigga
for
sister. They definitely look alike.
Funeral, and he ain't.
They definitely look alike for real.
Do that, but it was gonna get paid for regardless. He want all 4 chains back. He ain't getting no. Girl, fuck them receipts. Don't nobody give a fuck about them receipts showing no 20K. I'm telling y'all what the fuck I think. It's on a receipt for 10K that we get. What the fuck? She just trying to clear up her husband's name, and he ain't trying to come to us and talk to us as a man. He ain't trying to come and talk to us as a man. He ain't called my daddy phone about shit. He ain't called my daddy phone about shit. And then he blocked us. We ain't money hungry. We don't need his money, because it was going to get paid regardless if he would have sucked that 10K or not. The fuck is wrong with y'all? And we keeping them chains. He not getting them chains back. My brother earned them chains.
Pooh Shiesty wasn't feeling what Gucci did to Big Scar at all, or what the family was accusing Gucci of doing. Pooh Shiesty loyalty is with Big Scar and his family. So if they're not rocking with Gucci, he not rocking with Gucci. That's why when Pooh Shiesty came home, a lot of people were like, yo, where the first day out at? He ain't dropping first day out for a while because he was trying to handle business. He wanted off the label. He told Gucci, I want off the label. Get me off. Gucci refused to get him off the label. Gucci refused. So what Pooh Shiesty did was Pooh Shiesty began to align himself and get close to Yo Gotti. And Yo Gotti and Pooh Shiesty began to devise up a plan, right, to go down a legal route to get Pooh Shiesty, you know, off of Gucci's label. That's just a fact. That's why in First Day Out, what did Pooh Shiesty do? Pooh Shiesty shouted out Yo Gotti. Ain't shout out Gucci Mane at all.
Hey, I don't know who need to hear this, man, but no, I'm lying. Hey, Gucci Mane, LaFleur, you want to sign 100 niggas from Memphis, Tennessee to try to antagonize Gotti all because he f***ed your wife. Then you dropped them little niggas and kept Pooh and not Gotti and took Pooh Shiesty from you. How I feel to have a Memphis nigga, man, take your wife and your #1 artist. You gotta tighten up, Gucci. All that goofy shit you were doing. Signing 100 niggas from Memphis, Tennessee, you ain't never heard them niggas mixtape. Just signing a nigga trying to antagonize a nigga. And you know we know about the other little shit that just happened too. Yeah, we're gonna run that later on though, Gucci. Real shiesty around here, I see. Y'all pray for Gucci.
Here's where things get violent. Pooh Shiesty is already really upset at Gucci Mane for the Big Scar situation. He comes home, he wants off the label. Gucci Mane ain't trying to let him off the label. Pooh Shiesty right now is the hottest ever. He's as hot as he has ever been. Gucci Mane ain't trying to let that go. But it's beyond he wants off the label. It's also an added layer of I'm fresh out of jail. I'm with CMG, I'm with Yo Gotti, those my partners. We already got a deal in place. All that's needed is for Gucci Mane to sign me out this current deal,
Right.
and I got the CMG deal on it. Yo, I heard Yo Gotti and CMG is offering Pooh Shiesty almost 10 M's. So Pooh Shiesty, fresh out of jail, is looking at almost 10 M's on the table. That's a Gucci Mane signature away from being deposited in his account.
Conflicted.
And Gucci ain't trying to... Man, bro, Pooh Shiesty ready to knock somebody's head off, man, for that 10 M's, bro. Straight up. And according to people
Life-changing
around
money.
CMG and
Life-changing
Yo Gotti,
ass money.
yo, Gucci is thinking there's some reconciliation here. Pooh Shiesty is at a point right now where there ain't no reconciliation. There ain't no fixing Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane issues. Pooh Shiesty wants off the label, like, again, by force, by coercion, or Gucci Mane could just do it an easy way.
Yeah.
But Gucci is thinking he could reconcile. Pooh Shiesty is at a point where he can't reconcile, according to Hernandez Govain.
That was back when L was painted the Cadillac pink. That was a long time ago. And I ain't necessarily confirming.
What the hell you got going on with all these? Are those pimple patches? Or he just like stars on his head?
As it relates to any robberies or anything like that, because I'm sure me or you don't want to say anything that could potentially, get somebody, arrested or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You feel me on that?
That's for sure. I feel like just the crazy thing is that, a lot of people, when this news first came out, okay, I feel like people were saying this is cap, ain't no way this is true. But then now everybody's going back and looking at that FDO song. They're saying, hang on a minute, why is Pooh Shiesty shouting out Yo Gotti on the First Day Out song, but he ain't shouting out his CEO, Gucci Mane? Like, what? People are thinking, okay, this making sense now.
It's just, it's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? They be like on the outside looking in, trap, man, and they be out of the loop. And like you just said, you just made a great point. Pooh ain't with Gucci Mane because of how he carried Big Scar when Big Scar, when Big Scar died. You know what I'm saying? He was instead of being focused on paying for the funeral, you asking for them cheap ass 1017 chains back. Not the disc Scar chains, because I'm saying cheap to Gucci. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be worth a few $100 million. You know what I'm saying? So you worried about some little
They
change?
ain't nothing to you. You know what I'm saying?
Change, you know what I'm saying?
This ain't nothing to you.
He earned it. So and Pooh. Pooh and that was Pooh little cousin, you know what I'm saying? So Pooh took that to heart, and so ain't no way he was coming home. Pooh wasn't finna go against his family for Gucci, you know what I'm saying? So that's how everything played out.
Damn, man. Yeah, no,
if Gucci Mane asks for Big Scar's chain back, that's probably worth about $20,000 while he's up M's after Big Scar passed away. That's wrong. And I don't even see how he could see how they would ever forgive him for that. Now, here's the thing. All right, Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane were both in L.A. before Pooh Shiesty turned himself back into the halfway house. Now, when they were both in the city, a robbery took place. Now, apparently, Pooh Shiesty orchestrated a Suge Knight, Vanilla Ice-esque situation.
Oh, shit.
Gucci Mane was unwilling to sign Pooh Shiesty out of his deal, but after a tense exchange, after what I can only describe as Suge Knight-esque, Gucci Mane signed that contract and got Pooh Shiesty out the deal the same night that Gucci Mane got robbed. Now, the situation goes, Pooh Shiesty was with some Crips. Now, the people who are tied to this situation in terms of YouTube, who knew this before everybody else, because I found this out, I'll be real, this morning. Seti Nash knew about this a day or two ago. So the fact that Seti Nash knew about this a day or two ago, and he is even offering Gucci Mane to get the chain back for him, well, no, sorry, not chain, but the watch and wedding ring back for him, that shows that Seti Nash has some heavy ties or strong ties to the dudes who did this.
Yeah, facts.
Sunday Nash is a Rolling 60 Crips, so I can only assume the Rolling 60 Crips are involved here, and they robbed, like Gucci Mane on behalf of Pooh Shiesty. But after Gucci Mane signed Pooh Shiesty out of his deal, apparently Pooh Shiesty still ain't giving no passes, and the Rolling 60 Crips allegedly, still robbed Gucci Mane of his wedding ring and his watch.
This nigga out here getting robbed, big Gucci. Oh shit,
that's apparently worth like.
That's crazy.
Right, I think like all together, like with the ring and the watch, it was worth like $2 million.
Not surprised.
Gucci Mane, that wedding ring, gone. Yeah, they hit him with the Suge Knight, bruh. They took Gucci Mane wedding ring and they took his watch. So Gucci, you know this is 100% true. Hit me up, I can get you it back. But as it stands right now, bruh, Gucci Mane walking around wedding ringless right now, and he ain't got no watch. I'm not gonna say who robbed him. Pooh Shiesty was not there, but it definitely went on after Pooh Shiesty left. Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane got into an altercation as far as a little back and forth. Pooh Shiesty wasn't hearing shit that Gucci Mane had to say. Gucci Mane want Pooh Shiesty on the team, but hell nah. So what ends up happening is Space in the Place. Can't give you too much specific details because if I do, then y'all know that's all bad. But as soon as Pooh Shiesty got up out of there, left, got in his car, pulled off, he ain't knowing what the hell going on. All he knows is he happy that Gucci Mane signed him up out that goddamn deal. But after that, after Pooh Shiesty was in the clear, because he don't know shit about this, so he gonna be reading about and hearing about this as as I'm letting y'all know this shit right now. They robbed his ass.
Ooh.
For surely robbed goddamn.
Boy, so they robbed that ass for 2 M's. Ah,
Gucci Mane. Robbed his ass out of his
ring. Right, and then is Gucci moving without security, bro? Like, you too big of an artist to, like, a businessman to be moving like that, bro. What the fuck?
His ass out of his watch. So he running around here now.
Got that boy lacking for real.
It happened in Atlanta.
And I'm glad, like, that's all that happened. Like, it's bad, but at least we ain't wake up saying Gucci Mane was killed, Crazy.
As far as I can give y'all right there. There's more details on the way.
All right, so there you have it, folks. All right, Pooh Shiesty got Gucci Mane robbed in a Suge Knight-X scheme for Gucci Mane to get him out of his deal.
Right.
It worked, and Gucci still got robbed. So, hey, man, I don't know how this is going to play out. Gucci Mane don't really strike me as the type of dude who's going to get robbed and then say,
Yeah, nah, he going to get that shit back. Well, Pooh Shiesty back in blood, right? That's exactly what that nigga probably going to end up doing. That's the ironic part of the situation. That shit crazy.
I think Pooh Shiesty has barked up a tree. He's not really like ready for it, right? If he caught Gucci Mane slipping, it's not gonna happen twice. And with Yo Gotti and CMG right now, they're already under heavy investigation and scrutiny for paying to get Young Dolph killed. I don't think Yo Gotti can afford or survive another war. I'm gonna tell you guys right now. If Yo Gotti thinks he can also do the same thing he did to Young Dolph but to Gucci Mane, he's going to be doing life in prison. It's really that simple. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good...
All right, man. So that last video we just watched happened about 2 days ago. And apparently there's an update on the situation. So, yeah, the drama just got worse, man. Check this shit out.
The rumors that gang members on behalf of Pooh Shiesty kidnapped Gucci Mane, robbed him, and then force him to sign and release Pooh Shiesty out of his record deal is getting worse for Gucci, right? The rumors are heating up. We'll get back to the video shortly, but this video is sponsored by Kalshi. Kalshi is a place for joining. There's 2 rumors. Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane is currently beefing. Pooh Shiesty clicked up with Gucci Mane's op, Yo Gotti, to get back at Gucci Mane, and then gang members robbed Gucci on behalf of Pooh Shiesty.
I don't know who need to hear this, man, but no, I'm lying. Hey, Gucci Mane, LaFleur, you want to sign 100 niggas from Memphis, Tennessee to try to antagonize Gotti all because he your wife.
That's crazy.
Then you drop them little niggas and killed Pooh, and not Gotti done took Pooh Shiesty from you. How I feel to have a Memphis nigga, man, take your wife and your #1 artist? You gotta tighten up, Gucci. All that goofy shit you were doing. Signing 100 niggas from Memphis, Tennessee. You ain't never heard them mixtape. Just signing them. trying to antagonize a nigga.
Gucci Mane, that wedding ring, gone. Yeah, they hit him with the Suge Knight, bruh. They took Gucci Mane wedding ring and they took his watch.
When he said they gave him the Suge Knight, he's obviously referencing how Suge Knight in his prime was known to pull up on people and by threat make them sign over whatever he make them want to sign over. Rather is a label owner releasing an artist that he want to sign, or rather is an artist who masters he want to own who will make that artist sign over his masters to him. That's the Suge Knight tactic. He's claiming that Pooh Shiesty did the same to Gucci.
So Gucci, you know this is 100% true. Hit me up, I can get you it back. But as it stands right now, bruh, Gucci Mane walking around wedding ringless right now, and he ain't got no watch. I'm not gonna say who robbed him. Pooh Shiesty was not there, but it definitely went on after Pooh Shiesty left. Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane got into an altercation as far as a little back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Pooh Shiesty wasn't hearing that Gucci Mane had to say. Gucci Mane want Pooh Shiesty on the team, but hell nah.
I'm going for it. Fuck
So
that shit.
what ends up happening is
I'm going for
space in the place. Can't give you too much specific details because if I do, then y'all know that's all bad. But as soon as Pooh Shiesty got up out of there, left, got in his car, pulled off, he ain't knowing what the hell going on. All he knows is he happy that Gucci Mane signed him up out that goddamn deal.
Obviously, this is a really bad look for Gucci if this happened. And the only thing really left to figure out is, did it happen as badly as people claim it happened, or did it happen slightly not as bad? Because something happened. For sure, an altercation happened between some gang members on behalf of Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane. But the only thing left to figure out is, did it happen as badly as people are saying it happened? Right? Now, a couple of dominoes have happened since our last video. There are sorts of hints towards the latter that maybe this is just as bad as people is saying it is. So when Pooh Shiesty was recently released from jail, Gucci Mane wrote this beautiful tribute to Pooh Shiesty. Gucci Mane wrote, "Welcome home to a real one, my ninja. Pooh Shiesty, the energy different now. Same hustle, new chapter. Shiesty back and free, the only way supposed to be. Real ones never fold. Time to shake the streets up. WAP, proud of you, 1017. So, again, he expressed this beautiful tribute, and it was up on his page up until the day after the incident, supposedly happened. Because now if you go to Gucci Mane's Instagram, all traces of Pooh Shiesty has now vanished, which also will play into the narrative that Gucci Mane has released Pooh Shiesty, because we don't see Pooh Shiesty anywhere on his page a day after the alleged robbery and kidnapping took place. A lot of us were pretty early reporting this story because a lot of us got our information from people who placed themselves there, who placed themselves at the scene and claimed they witnessed the altercation. That's what they said. Now, but the news were pretty much, I'll say, it started off on like the underground hip hop media section of YouTube, right? Like me, Seti Nash, King AK, Chicks Moves, right? Like the underground urban hip hop media niche section of YouTube. But it began to get a little worse for Gucci Mane once the news began to escape the underground hip hop media niche and it began to get mainstream. And when it got mainstream, it wasn't a bunch of mainstream bloggers shooting it down. It was a bunch of mainstream bloggers saying, yeah, I heard something very similar too. One of the mainstream bloggers who came out was Tasha K, the amazing, the beautiful Miss Tasha K, right? And she took to her Twitter and she says, yes, allegedly Gucci Mane was kidnapped by Pooh Shiesty and held at gunpoint until he signed a contract with...
Bro, that's totally different from what we heard, man. Gucci Mane was kidnapped by Pooh Shiesty and held at gunpoint.
Releasing him from his Death Row Records 2.0 situation. A very strong source connected to the situation called me and filled me in. There was no confirmed robbery, just an alleged contract release, so Pooh could freely sign to Yo Gotti. On Monday, I'll drop the rest of the deets. This is allegedly the real reason Pooh Shiesty was arrested, and they're allegedly trying to cover it up. If what I'm being told is true, everything is allegedly. Even my name is allegedly. See y'all Monday. Now, I think Pooh Shiesty went back to the halfway house. people, again, I'm not a criminal, all right? I don't know how jail works, okay? I've never been in prison. But Pooh Shiesty is like in a halfway house. I think you can have like releases or you have like permission to leave the halfway house briefly. Yeah, and this apparently took place when Pooh Shiesty left the halfway house. Now he's back in the halfway house. So I don't know how that particularly works. Now, another mainstream blogger, Adam22, he will say that he talked to a lot of industry people who are in the know, and they all told him they heard something very similar, but because, you know, they weren't there themselves, they're unwilling to say this is 100% true. But they were also told the same exact things that us, the underground hip-hop media bloggers, reported 2 or 3 days before anybody else.
There's got to be a reason. Bro, I'm telling you, the whole music industry has heard this rumor. Everybody's heard this rumor and nobody can confirm 100%. So maybe there is a real sincere effort to keep it low key, but it's not like this is being swept under the rug. And I'm just now starting to see YouTubers make videos about it. Traplo Ross just dropped a video about it.
Because people are talking about it. He ain't got, what details does he have?
I don't know. I didn't watch it. It's like a half hour. But there's crazy rumors going on in the streets.
About what?
And I feel like people are scared to report on this. It's starting to really trickle out.
Don't go there.
Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane.
Oh, yeah. He signed Pooh Shiesty before,
yes,
5-6 years ago.
Okay. Now, I don't want to tell you what I'm about to tell you, but I've had multiple Memphis insiders tap in with me. Not Stan G.
You ain't had no multiple fucking go man.
I have. And I don't need that either because a lot of other people have been tapping in about it. But the story that's going around that everybody's scared to report on, and this is just a rumor, is that basically Pooh Shiesty and Choppa Gang ran down on Gucci Mane, relieved him of some of his possessions, and basically forced him to sign a contract releasing Pooh Shiesty from 1017, the label.
Okay, well, here's the thing on that, right?
That's what a lot of people are saying. I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying a lot of people.
No, hold
on.
Allegedly. I hit a couple industry insiders just to get their thoughts. Like, yo, you think this is true? They all heard the same rumor as me, and they all weren't able to confirm 100%.
I don't think y'all understand, bro, like how many people in the industry has heard. Probably almost everybody in the industry has been told, oh, yeah, that happened, bro. But nobody is really brave enough to come forward and say, Gucci Mane got robbed and kidnapped, because nobody really want to put their name on this 100%. But like we've all heard the same stories from people who have claimed I was there. We've all heard the same stories. It's been confirmed to almost everybody, but nobody is willing to come forward and say, hey, I'm a mainstream blogger. I think, you feel me? Because like it's Gucci Mane we're talking about here, right? And it just seems so outlandish that nobody really wants to believe it, you know? Now, they will continue to discuss. Now, the one thing they got to where I disagree, they started to talk about how they can't see Pooh Shiesty being dumb enough to get out the feds and pull this off. I 100% think Pooh Shiesty would be dumb enough. Bro, any man who is dumb enough as a multi-millionaire to pull Pooh Shiesty
is one thing. If he got a release, then maybe it's some truth to it.
Yeah.
If he don't got a release, there's no truth to it. But I think it's bullshit, because why would Pooh Shiesty's, we haven't heard Gucci Mane mention any of this, and why would Pooh Shiesty's team put that out when this is identical to the same type of case, controlling case, he just did time in the feds on?
And I agree. That sounds insane to get out of doing 4 years in the feds and then immediately do something that would basically get you right back in the feds.
No, that's not insane. Insane is your team putting that out there in the streets.
But nobody's putting it out there. This is just
somebody had to put it out there.
Listen, loose lips sink ships. I've just been hearing about it. I'm guessing that they're probably trying to not have it be out there, because nobody wants to see Pooh go back to the feds.
We haven't heard Gucci Mane say anything.
Would you, if you got the shit beat out you and had all your shit took?
That's my point. So that means it would have to come from the Pooh Shiesty side.
Yeah.
Listen.
He's still in the fucking halfway house.
That is true.
So, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, bro, it got to be some bullshit.
And that's my thing, too, is
unless he's that damn stupid.
Gucci lives in Miami. Gucci.
He lives in Florida.
He probably goes to Atlanta a bit, maybe Memphis. I don't know. Like where would this have taken place? Pooh is in Dallas, right?
Pooh's in Dallas.
So it's like the only, like, why would they have even been in the same place unless they had arranged a meeting? Here's the thing, too. I feel like, personally, that things have been probably pretty bad with Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane for a little while. Yeah. When you listen to the FDO song that Pooh Shiesty put out, he's shouting out Yo Gotti. Anybody who fucks with Gucci Mane, it seems to me, you do not fuck with Yo Gotti.
And the Yo Gotti aspect makes this to me all that more believable. Bro, Yo Gotti was literally stalking and hunting Young Dolph down from state to state. Young Dolph got shot in LA by Yo Gotti's people. They were literally following Young Dolph from state to state to state to state to state.
That's crazy, bro.
All right, so Yo Gotti has expertise in this.
Gucci Mane, it seems to me, you do not fuck with Yo Gotti. Like, these lines have been drawn in the sand. That's not like a cool thing. If you're signed to Gucci Mane, you are not showing Yo Gotti love. So that right there stands out to me too. And I mean, some of the people, because this is the whole thing with us.
Maybe it's some Memphis love.
This is the whole thing with us not having like a clear source on this. Because I had people hitting me up saying, yeah, Pooh Shiesty and some of Gotti's people are the one who did this. Again, no clue.
Now y'all throwing
I'm guessing
Gotti
that the
in
full version of the story is not as exciting as what we're getting at.
Why would Gotti have anything to do with that?
Because Pooh Shiesty is like the king of Memphis right not up and coming, but like hot young rappers. He's basically the whole deal. And he's also the one rapper that didn't pick a side between CMG and Paper Route. And as a result, you can imagine that, Yo Gotti probably on his line, like trying to do something for him, especially since Gucci seems like he's at an all-time low in terms of interest in promoting new artists or pushing the label side of 1017.
I'm going to just leave it up to y'all, man. After hearing all sides, who do you guys believe, okay? And if you're still watching this video and you want to see another good video,
but yeah, man. Yeah, y'all let me know in the comments section too what y'all think about that. Yeah, that shit crazy. Because Pooh would be dumb to go through some shit like that, especially if he just got out of prison and he in a halfway house. So, it's not confirmed. They keep saying allegedly, so we don't know for real. But if y'all enjoyed that video, please subscribe, like, and comment, man. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all. I'm out.